Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. A piece of news that doesn't come as a surprise, but it's worth being mentioned. And that is the two parties, which is actually a one-party system in the United States of America, dropped the mask. The masks are off, and they show all of us who they really are. They played a little bit, no, we don't want to talk about the budget, no, don't want to talk about this. Now they're going to talk about that deal with the border and the aid for Israel and Ukraine. Remember, they said that we're not going to do it. We're not going to send them $118 billion. We're going to have two separate bills, maybe one on Ukraine and Israel and whomever, and the other one on the border, because they shouldn't be put together. Let's put it this way. National security, which is the border, should be a self-understood ABC 1, 2, 3. You don't have to negotiate between the two parties. So now they dropped their mask and they are going to vote for that deal with the border and with the aid, $118 billion for Ukraine and Israel and some other. So yes, they are on the same boat. I told you they will. I am still expecting that they will not send Ukraine $60 billion or 62, I think it was, but they will send them 50 just to fool the baboons into thinking that, hey, we negotiated, we fought for you, still we're in the game. Is like this is too obvious. They are together. That's one. Let me show you two articles. U.S. Senate releases $118 billion bipartisan. That means both. If you do both parties and you turn it like this, that's only one party. See, that's the when you look at the American system from now on, don't say there's two parties. This is all right. That's how many parties are. One. All right, got that? That's the way I'm gonna refer to them. A one-party system, right? PAC. Bipartisan deal on border security, Ukraine-Israel aid. Why this thing has to be together? Again, it's just to fool the baboons. It shouldn't be together. But hey, that's how much control we, the people, have over our government. And the whole system. In this case, you have the elected officials in the Senate. The U.S. Senate on Sunday released the $118 billion proposed deal on border security, including aid for Ukraine and Israel. The draft text of the bill proposes some used to be 62, some $60 billion in additional aid for Ukraine and $14 billion for Israel. Remember, Israel received 17.6 or 16.6, 17.6. I'm going to look at that video that I made, I think, yesterday in advance. So actually they receive about what? About $30 billion. Let me show you. See the top video over there? February 3rd? U.S. House gets ready to vote for a $17.6 billion Israel emergency bill. And what they say over there? Let me show you. For the foreplay, for the pounding. The pounding is this right here. See? So this, the 14 billion that Israel gets from the Senate, as I said in this video, right here, yeah, and on the third, I said this is just quickly emergency bill. There's gonna be just a foreplay for the pounding, for the other side. So together will be more than $30 billion. To Israel. Okay? Emergency. These guys really think that we are baboons. The legislation includes $48.43 billion to provide Ukraine with military training, intelligence sharing, increased U.S. presence in the European Command Area of Responsibility, and other U.S. support activities through December 31st, 2024. So only this year, only for this year, they will receive about $60 billion. According to summary of the spending, some $19.85 billion would go towards replenishing U.S. military weapons and equipment provided to Ukraine from U.S. stockpiles. That is the military-industrial complex. $13.8 billion to allow Ukraine to rearm itself through the purchases of weapons and munitions from the U.S. defense industrial base. Some $14.8 billion would be used for the continued U.S. support to Ukraine through military training, intelligence sharing, increased presence, and other support activities, summary stated. The bill also includes $7.85 billion for direct budget support to Ukraine. That is, money for the bureaucrats, for the government, for their pensions, because they don't give to the Americans, but they give to the Ukrainians. You understand? So the pensionaries here get how much they get. Over there, you pay for them. The proposed bill also includes $8 billion for the U.S. Defense Department Inspector General to continue to exercise oversight of the U.S. assistance to Ukraine. Bureaucracy, that's what it is. We're going to have some bureaucrats going and inspecting. U.S. President Joe Biden supported the bill, urging Congress to swiftly pass it. It will pass. And if you wonder from Associated Press, thinking that I'm lying, senators released an $118 billion package that pairs border policies with aid for Ukraine and Israel. And they show us the border. Oh, shit, man. Let's see how much they give to the border. The bill would also invest in U.S. defense manufacturing, send $14 billion in military aid to $5 billion to Asia Pacific. Schumer, the Zelensky Stein, is right there. McConnell, an imbecile, right there, a traitor, I would say. I mean, I understand Schumer being what he is, because he is, but still a traitor. And this guy being what he is, and he's a double traitor, right there, I would say. But hey, what do I know? Let's see, do I see everything here? Any money for the border? I don't see any, because I'm looking for any money here. I don't see any money, so I can look at that's a border right here. The bill would allot $20 billion to immigration enforcement, including the hiring of thousands of new officers to evaluate asylum claims. Just evaluate. Not the guys that are going to stay at the border waiting, you don't pass. No. As well as hundreds of Border Patrol agents with the order of stand by, let them go in. You see, it's useless to invest and have an army. If you tell the army to stand down, it's useless if you have it. So this garbage that they have, the guys that are going to process the asylum seekers, do you think that all those guys who cross the border, they are somewhere held and they are processed and not released into the country before they're processed? Do you think we have I would guess by now, millions at the border, some facilities over there where they can be housed with our money to be processed before they are left in? Do you think that's how it works? How come there are people coming in? Where are those people? At the border? And they say patrol officers. To do what? You can have 50 million Border Patrol officers. If you tell them stand down, they will stand down. They will don't do anything. So that's a garbage. Unless they can enforce the border with what they have right now. They just have to give the order. Give the order, everything enforced by law, and it's done. In one day, I could make that happen. I guarantee you. And many other people can do that also. Now, regarding the other thing, I have no doubt that this will pass. And if it will not pass in this form, it would be a little bit diminished from Ukraine, and that's about it. But I am about that. 95% is going to pass the way it is right now. I'm not talking, I don't say it will not pass. No, that's not the point. It will pass. When I'm skeptical or I have doubts, that is going to doubts of 5%, that it will pass in this form. 95%, I'm certain it will pass in this form. 5%, maybe not. A little bit smaller here and there, but it will pass. So, do you need any more proof that those guys over there don't work for us? Do you need any more? I mean, unless you're a baboon, I don't think you need any more evidence that those guys pretend that it was staged. The whole thing, and I said it many times before, it's a game for the baboons to think, oh, they're fighting for our interest. They're not. Their interest are above them. They're not below them. We're not their interest. We are the mice, the hamsters, around running on that spinning wheel. That's what we are. Right? That's what we are. And we provide them with money, provide them with blood, provide them with guys that are going to go and be blown up in Syria or in Jordan or whatever. And they can use as a pretext to suck us more and our children of our resources and make us work more and our rights diminish in the name of fighting Boogeyman 1, Boogeyman 2, Big Boogeyman 3. Now it's Putin. Before it was the pandemic, then before it was the war on terrorism. Who knows what comes next? It's gonna come the ba-ba-ba supremacists. There's gonna come internal domestic ba-ba-ba. All these things are gonna be created, and the scaredy segment of the population, the baboons, the weak, they will buy it. Why? Because they don't know better. They don't understand, they know what's going on. Their life consists on TV, naps, sleep, consume, and go to work or in the basement. That's it. Most of these baboons, most of their lives. And this is the information they got about life. This is the experience. They don't even know what they can do, what's possible and what's not possible. Therefore, they will buy anything what these guys are telling them through the authority figure that they are trained since infancy to not question. Not question. Remember when we were kids, we were fighting like crazy in the schoolyard? We're not, oh my God, no, you smack me, you grab me by the balls, I'm going to go and tell the teacher. I will smack you, I will fuck you up right there. You know, or you look at my girlfriend, smack right there. Oh no, I'm going to tell the teacher, teacher, please come. Authority figure, the police, the judge, the lawyer, the politician. Come and help me straighten things out. You are the authority figure, sir. Can you help me? He looked at my girlfriend. Oh, Jamie, that's not nice. No, I never did that. First, nobody dared to do that. And if someone would look a little bit, get a glance, okay, it's mine. All right. Possession. Yes. You don't share. Okay. If you share, that's good. Why don't you share with me? All right. I don't share these kind of things. Certain things I don't share. Certain things, most of the things I share, but certain things are unshareable. Let's put it this way. And women are one of those things. Other than that, what else? Obviously, you don't talk about family and so on, but things I share. There's a few things that I have to make sure that you don't fuck it up before I share it with you. I love certain things very much that I don't share. Like, for instance, my watch or other things that I have in my life that, yeah, you want my car, I let you drive it, but I want to, why? It's insured. So if you fuck it up, whatever, it's going to be a little bit more of the insurance. Of course, the last one I'm talking about, when I bought that one, I was like, nobody touches it, nobody looks at it. Just kidding. No, take your shoes off when you enter my car. Anyway, friends, here it is. It's clear who's who, what's what. These guys got so relaxed that we can't do anything about it. And they think they have us under so tight control that they can do it in front of us. The baboons have an attention span of 3 minutes. What do you expect? And they vote. All right, my friends, but they're very attentive when people like me make certain statements. They're very much riled up. Why? That tells me that also they are very, very much, how should I put it, uncomfortable with these kind of things. They don't allow dissent a little bit. They allow certain guys that are vetted and allowed to say certain things. 90% they say the same thing these guys want them to say, and they let them about 10% to say something else, like I say 100%. And they say, oh, see, watch that guy telling the truth. He's the only one who can say certain things. If I say the same things as that guy would say, I would be banned. He, they are not. Well, you have to look a little bit behind the curtain to figure out who sponsors them, who finances them. Countries. And that's not the United States of America. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.